No, but it was just kind of awkward. So, okay. What are all these square roots? When it has the word all, and of course, look at your answer choices. It looks like there's more than one. So you can just type it in your calculator. But you would also know it has the number 3 in it, correct? Because look at the square root of 9, which is 3. But it has decimals. So it's B. Is that what we got? I don't even know. I have a paper somewhere. Okay, I'll just do this.
Tell us which ones are going to be on.
Oh.
Just whatever this is.
You know what?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yes, I can. Okay. It's like number 1. There's one like number 1. There's one like number 2. You take the square root. Type it in your calculator. The square root of 2.89. What is it?
1.7.
1.7. It is, it's just 1.7 because 2.89 is a perfect square. Okay, 289, I mean, is a perfect square. So it's 17. But that's why it's 1.7. It would be no real number root if that was a negative. Haley, is that what you were asking about a second?
No, I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out number 7.
Okay.
Very back.
Number 3 is on there. So first of all, let's just break this one down. What is the square root of 36? 6. So I've narrowed it down to one of these. And then what is 6 divided by 2? 3. Why did they put that? That's the only one.
It's an odd number.
Because it's an odd exponent with an even root. But that's the only one that even matches. You get an odd exponent for an even root. Okay? Everybody good with that one? Okay, then we have number 4 is, there's one like that on there. So I'll write it on a separate sheet of paper.
Yes.
Yeah, number 4. Yeah, it's just distributive property.
So it's just 1, 2, 3, and 4?
So far. I think the whole first page is on there. Yeah. You just distribute.
I didn't even answer it.
It's B, if you're wondering.
I didn't know that.
So I'm going to distribute the square root times the square root. So I'm just going to multiply those things together. So I have 7 and what else?
X to the 2.
X squared.
I did this when I was working
Okay.
but I thought I was wrong.
Now, this 7 is on the outside, so it stays on the outside. And then this one, what's 7x times 7?
49x.
49x. Now let's see if we can simplify. Do y'all see that as an answer yet? I mean, if it is, it's not simplified.
No.
Now, I can't take the square root of 7. But what about the x squared? So I leave my square root of 7, and 2 divided by 2 is just one little x out here. Now this one, can I take the square root of 49? It's 7. So I already had a 7 out there. So what is 7 times 7?
49.
Minus.
So it'd be A.
So that answer is A. Yep.
And you are wrong.
Sorry. We trusted you. I didn't
If you're
expect you,
wondering,
right?
I don't trust you.
Okay, number 5. Oops, sorry. Can I keep going?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. The cube root, this is number 5, of 162a to the 16th, b to the 15th. So I was going to look at my cube roots over there, and what cube root goes into 162? Will y'all slow down?
It's 27 and 6.
Thank you, because I didn't know. So I would try a bunch, and it's 27 and 6. Is 16 divisible by 3?
No.
But what is?
15.
Okay, so I'll do 15 and then another a, because that makes 16. And then this one is divisible by 3. So what's the cube root of 27? 3. Gotta leave my 6. What's 15 divided by 3?
5.
Okay. And I gotta leave my a. And then what's 15 divided by 3?
5.
Okay. So lots of little numbers, but write them all down. 3, a to the 5th, b to the 5th, cube root of 6a.
That one's on test?
That one's on the test. This whole first page.
Okay.
Are we good so far? The next one. 245 x to the third y to the fifth times the square root of 10x y to the eighth. So let's just multiply them. All right, it's going to be a big number, but that's okay. So what? Yep, 2450. How many x's? X to the fourth, and how many y's?
13.
13. Okay, so 2,450. I would look at my perfect squares, and I might even go up. I want to try, or look at your answer choices. You could divide it by, those are weird answer choices.
It
Two.
can't be 49.
Let's divide, what's 2,450 divided by 2?
1, 2, 2,
Oh, I bet that's, what's the square root of that?
35.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so there it is. It's 1225 times 2. That's divisible by 2. Look, this, y'all, the best thing I know how to tell you is to just play around. Like, divide it by 2 and see if you can take the square root of that or whatever. Like, I just kind of looked at my answer choices. And I could tell there was a 2 underneath, so I wanted to divide it by 2. Anyway,
I see what you're saying.
x to the fourth, y to the what? What am I going to put for the y? 12, and then one more. So what was the square root of 1,225?
35.
Okay. And then we'll leave our 2. And then what's 4 divided by 2?
2, x2,
Okay, and then 12 divided by 2.
y6.
And then let's leave our y. There's our answer on that one. How are we so far?
Not terrible.
Okay, let's keep going.
Ooh, please say not number 7.
What?
I have 7 and 9 and 10.
Wait, what? 7, 9, 10.
Yep, I have, okay, ready for number 7?
Number 9.
Seven's not that bad.
It's not
You
nice.
can just mess up in a lot of places.
Oh, well, thanks, Lana.
Only Haley will accept it.
Yeah, probably.
And you get us all wrong.
With the little click on
Exactly. You think they'll let cookie you get her?
I'm going to multiply, so I can't divide those numbers, right? So you have to multiply by the bottom, because it's called rationalizing the
Wait,
denominator.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay?
So all I did was I just multiplied the bottom number by the top, and then I just left the bottom number the same.
Yeah, this is going to stay the same. Yes. Because when you square a square root, it's the same thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's all I did too.
Yeah. Now let's multiply these two.
10x to the 16.
10, x to the 16, y to the 13. So all we have left to do is to simplify this.
Don't you have to take a y out?
Yeah, so I can't do anything with the 10, so I'll leave it. Let's see. Oh, well, here, I'll just rewrite it, because that's going to be, 13 is not divisible by 2. So I would put 12 and one more. Any questions with what I did? I kind of went through that real quick. Now let's go. So my square root of 10 has to stay.
And you're gonna have
And then what's 16 divided by 2?
8.
And then what's 12 divided by 2? 6.
6, sorry.
And then I have my y. Now, notice that's not an answer choice. Why?
Because you have to take your y and
Yeah,
top and bottom.
you have x's and y's in the top and the bottom. So if I have 8 x's up here and 5 down here, I have 3 extra up top. Does everybody see that? So that's what I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write an x to the third. All right, I have 6 y's up here and 4 to cancel out with it down here. So I have 2 up here. That's a 10y. I don't even know what that looks like. It looks like a B. Okay. And then I have 5 in the bottom. What happened to my x and y's in the bottom? Remember, they just canceled out.
That's the answer.
That's your answer. Do we see that answer?
It's C. It's C.
There we go. Okay. What did I say was next?
9.
I skipped number 8.
Yes, ma'am.
The easy one. Okay. Number 9. I've got the square root of 75 the square root of 147, and the square root of 3. Guess what number? I'm just going to think. 3. So let me just figure out. That is 25 times 3. What is this one? What times 3?
49.
49. Thank you. I had no clue. So this one is 5 squared of 3 plus 7 squared of 3 minus that 1 squared of 3. So what do we get? 11?
Square root of 3.
11 squared of 3. Your answer is D.
That was good.
Not too bad, huh?
You
Then-
can definitely add A in. It's a bonus question.
Mm-hmm. It might be at the end. So now I said I have number
You can't do anything with it.
10, right? I said number 10. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
I have 9 minus the square root of 5 times 9 plus the square root of 5. Oh, these are, what are these called? Oh, you can't see.
Perfect something.
It can't
It starts with a C.
Mm-hmm.
Conjurant.
Conjugates. Okay. So, I can skip the middle part? I would if I were you. Do y'all want me to skip them or just go through it? Just skip the middle part. Okay. It's conjugates on your quiz as well. So, what is 9 times 9?
81.
81. If I was to multiply, what would happen with those two middle terms?
They just
Cancel out.
So I'm just going to not write them. And then minus square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is 5. What is 81 minus 5?
76.
There you go. There's your answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've got number 11 and 13 are on there.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Not at all.
Well,
You just type it in your calculator, correct?
Yeah, basically you could, this one is 17 to the 1/2 times 17 to the 1/2. Another way, okay, yes, type it in your calculator. Another way to write it is the square root of 17 times the square root of 17, which is what?
17.
Or what's 1/2 plus 1/2? 1. And 17 to the 1 is just 17. Lots of ways to do that one. Or type it in your calculator.
So we don't know.
Oh, then I messed up. I multiplied and I got 17 to the 1/4. When I typed it in my calculator.
How?
Did you put it in parentheses?
I'll double check. Did anybody else get that?
You gotta put it in parentheses.
What number is this one? 11 is definitely C. It's C.
In parentheses.
I didn't.
11 is C.
17 to the 1/2 you have to.
It depends on your calculator, but it's definitely 17. Okay. Can I go on to number 13?
Yes, ma'am.
I strongly recommend just typing it in your calculator. 16 to the 1/4. Another way, though, to think of that is the 4th root of 16. I think that's written on the board. Just kidding. It's not. But what would the 4th root of 16 be? My guess is 2.
Oh, it is on there. Are you gonna leave those up?
Yeah. Okay, next one is number 14. I knew y'all were going to hate this one, but a lot of them are the exact same problems. Like, it didn't change them. I won't say a lot. Like, but it
Is
could be
this
like,
one the
it
exact
could be, well, I'm just looking through. I'm not going to tell you which ones, but if you'll go over this again tonight or tomorrow before, like, it could be like 5 of them, the exact same answer. Like, don't put answer choice C, but like, the numbers should be very familiar with you. Okay.
Almost off 50 now.
All right, number 14.
Yeah.
We have the 4th root of x to the 4th. This one's a little bit more difficult. And the 5th root of x squared. Now, we would think, oh, we got to multiply by this in the top and the bottom. But we're not going to do that because that's too difficult. Turn these into fractions real quick. We're on number 14.
5, 4,
So
4.
be,
So x to the, remember that's our root, 4 over 4. And then this is x to the 2 over 5. Remember that's your root. And then if it were me, I'm just putting this in my calculator. This fraction minus this one. Or if I wouldn't do that. But if, it might be better for you too. Okay, what did we get? 3/5?
0.4, so math.
3/5.
Press math enter enter.
2
And-
fifths.
No, you
To-
did it wrong.
I got 3/5.
It's 3.
Oh, I did do it
I
wrong.
did the same thing yesterday, 3 times.
Okay, 15 and 16 are on there. All right, are we ready for those? Yep, all right. Number 15, we've got the square root of 2 times the 7th root of 2. We cannot multiply those, right? I taught you that. For us to multiply, they have to have the same index. Let me switch it around. That's 2 to the 1/2. What's this one?
2 to the
1/7.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's 7. I don't know. That's supposed to be 1/7. Okay, then what do you do with those fractions? Add them. You add
Would
those.
it be
So it's 2 to the, I don't know, what is 1/2 plus, or you can put that in your calculator, I guess.
9/14.
9/14. There you go. 2 to the 9/14. I would put my calculator 1/2 plus 1/7. Math enter enter.
How should we do that?
Do you need me to show you on my calculator? Oh, how did I get from here to here? Okay, this is a square root. Understood 2, right? I'll just write that. This is a 7th root, right? So it's 2 to the 1/2. This one is 2 to the 1/7. You can change your roots, put them in the bottom, okay? Because you can't multiply those, but you can add exponents. Okay. Number 16 is going to be on there. So guess what? You can put that in your calculator and press math enter enter. But if it were me, the first thing I would do is move that to the denominator, and it would become a positive 2.5. So I can already tell my number is going to be like a fraction. I could already eliminate some of those answers, I think. Then I would put that in your calculator, or you could say, oh, that's 49 to the 5/2. That's the square root of 49 to the 5th. That's a long way to do it. What'd y'all get for this answer?
16,807.
Okay, so you got 16,807.
B.
There you go.
And if it is negative exponent, you always put it in the denominator.
Yeah, if it has a negative exponent, but look, Elena, you can honestly type that in your calculator just like it is.
I got
With the
like
negative, it's a really funny number.
Math enter enter,
Yes.
and you get
5.9499999 e to the negative 5.
That's scientific notation. Say it again.
9499001.
Okay, that's times 10 to the negative what? E to the negative
5.
5. That means I would have to move this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places, and then press math enter enter. Anyway, yeah. So for some reason it's putting yours. Let me see if it puts mine in scientific notation automatically. Well, how did you type it in? 49 to the negative 2.5?
Yes, ma'am.
Math enter enter? It doesn't work. What did you do 49 to the 5/2? Or no?
I just did the
Mine did
49
that.
to the 2.5.
number.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Gotta put this little-
Yeah, just and then you put that in the denominator because it's a negative
Wait, what did you
exponent. So just typed in the positive exponent and it gave me that. But what did you have to know to do? Move it to the denominator because it was a negative exponent.
Is 17 over?
Let's see.
Yeah.
No, that's all the multiple choice that's on there.
There's just one more.
My next one, I have 4 more.
So it says.
We only got a few more.
It's only 18 problems.
We got some-
Y'all, these do not take very long though. And I'm not gonna make it 100 points. No,
We got
I mean I'll
10
just.
minutes.
We have what?
10 minutes.
Oh my gosh! No, shut up, Ben.
And you said that on camera.
I don't care. I don't even care. And why is my time mixed up over there? I can't read that. Tanner.
What? That was not me.
Yes, it was. You're the only one that would do that.
Accusing me.
Okay,
I'm not looking reach.
that's confusing. I have no idea what time we get out of here.
10:45.
10:20, I think.
10:45.
It actually says 2:45.
He
It
says,
says it right there.
I can't be
Next
here all
one, we're gonna be in
day.
class all day.
okay. Now, yeah, I'll just keep y'all in here. all day.
Oh.
Actually, better than going.
Actually, this one's supposed to be right.
The next one is number 1
One.
on short answer.
Number one?
Number 1. Don't y'all have a short answer area?
Yes, we do.
Oh, we
Hey,
do.
I don't like that
So
one.
we skip
I
the
love
other
that
ones?
one.
So you skip the okay.
Radical.
So what is it in radical form? So you have an 8. Now so let's write our 8.
Hey.
Do the
Okay.
little
And what's the
square
root? What's the root? The bottom number?
Eight
The 7th root of, and what is
8.
left over?
To the 8.
X to the 8th. That's your answer.
What?
That's all you have to do. It just wants you to, how do you rewrite that in radical form? No exponents.
So 8's on the outside.
So this, because there's nothing with
Why is eight
it,
on the
you bring it down. You just, because it's not raised to a power. You just bring it down. Now this one is where I have to put the root. Remember the root goes in it's in the denominator. So there's my root. And then X to the 8th is what goes under there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? The next one, are we good so far?
Really, but it'll be okay.
What do you mean no?
I said another one?
There's 3 more.
Oh, okay.
I did not get to the back.
This is
I'm
like
ready for
this is
this
a
test.
20 question quiz.
18. It's 18. Y'all look, this one took like 2 seconds. None of these are taking very long. Well, maybe like 2. I don't know.
Riveting knows it all.
Number 2. Just kidding.
Whoa, okay.
I didn't put that one on there. Okay, I put number.
Wouldn't it just cancel out?
No, you'd have to multiply by the conjugate, and it's yuck. Should I do that one for fun
No.
later?
No.
Promise.
Y'all are so boring. Okay.
What? We want to pass. That's the thing.
Number 3 is on there. You're welcome. You're
What
welcome.
is it?
Can we have the other one instead?
Number 3. You don't like this one?
No.
I don't
What?
even understand.
How do you,
You add them together. If you have 3 and you have another 3, how many are there?
Oh, there's 6.
9.
There's so much.
So 6, 4 root of 7x, and that's it?
That's it. There's just 6
It's so
of them.
simple.
I know.
Shut up, man. You're trying to get
Y'all are gonna miss it too. Watch.
Chocolate.
Some of y'all are not
I
gonna.
will miss this one.
I can't see it.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
It ran away.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
I'm gonna make my
All you do
boards
is add the
really
3
look like
plus 6.
fours on this.
If you have 3 of these things and I add another 3 of these things, there are 6 of these things.
Math is never that simple.
When it looks like that. Hey, solve it though, Miss Casey.
What do you mean solve it?
Yeah, it's.
You can't solve it, but I could write it with an exponent.
No.
Okay.
Shut up here.
All right, next one.
Wait. Never mind.
I've only got 2 more. 2 more. Number 4. 4 and 5 are on there.
Yes, the five is, dude.
Okay.
It's literally this.
Not possible.
No, wait.
Looks easy.
Number 4. You just divide them on number 4.
So 120 divided by 5?
Yeah. And then what do you do with the x's? You subtract.
It'd be 24.
You subtract them. So, really quick, what is 120 divided by 5?
Wait, why don't we have to do that little conjugate thing?
Because they can divide evenly.
Oh, okay.
It's nice when they can divide evenly. What you said 24? Thank you. 24. And then what's x to the 25th over x? X to the
24.
24.
And it can't simplify.
You can't find a cube root. A cube root. There is a cube root that goes into
Oh, there
24.
is? Cube root? Would it
Yep.
be
Look at the
8?
8. 8 times what?
8
8 times 3.
Very good. And then 24 is divisible by 3. So what's the cube root of 8?
Wait, which one
Two.
is this? It's 4.
It's 2. The cube root of 8 is 2. Oh, it's number 4. Sorry.
And
And then
then
3 divided by 24 is 8.
And then, yep, 24 divided by 3. So I have x to the 8 out here. And that's your answer.
That's lovely.
I don't know how I feel about that. So 8 times 3, and then how'd you do the 24? Just 24 divided by 3?
Yep, 24 divided by 3.
Oh.
And it's 8x. Okay. 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 Maybe.
Okay?
So a question, would you count us wrong if we didn't write the 3? Like the cube root?
You're supposed to write the cube root. It matters.
Where'd this cube come from?
Because if not, it'd be a square root.
8 to the third.
Cube root of 8.
Miss Casey, is this one square root of 99?
Yeah.
But you can't go any further.
No, but on your quiz tomorrow, you can simplify it.
You can go.
Oh, you gotta do the cube on all these. Let me get this one wrong.
If you go.
Number 5, just to go over how to do it. The square root of 33 times the square root of 3
It's a decimal.
is the square root of 99. There
Oh,
is,
what?
oh, there, isn't it?
It wouldn't
What are
be
you doing?
even.
But, oh, you can simplify this one.
Aw.
What is a perfect square that goes into 99?
3.
9.
9. And then what do you do?
Nothing. You go on.
What's the square root of 9?
3. See, I was getting there.
Yep, you are. That's your answer.
See what I did, I thought we could just do the square root, square root.
The other day you could do something like that.
And we're done.
Praise God.
Now, this is what you're going to do for the rest of the hour. You're going to go back over these and make sure you know how to do them.
Okay.
The same problems that I just did.
Have a chance. Have an extra paper.
I don't have one.